thank you for coming to the kickoff ceremony for Tampa Bay Navy Week. This is one of 14 cities this year that we're doing the Navy Week. We come out to do the Navy Weeks in cities like this to raise awareness of the Navy the nation needs, to let you experience your Navy, let you see the sailors, interact with them, and they love to tell all about them. So hopefully you'll get to enjoy this. As we begin, we started off with Navy Band Southeast, they'll be playing throughout the city, and after the ceremony I will also list off all the public events throughout the week. So I want to get started and welcome Mr. Bill Kuzmic, the director of the American Victory Ship.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming out here today. Anybody catch that game yesterday, by the way? Pretty nice, right? That's how we kick off Navy Week in this town. So I'd also like to, one more round of applause for these gentlemen who are really killing it up here. The Gasparilla theme song was real nice with the pirates there at the beginning. So what I'm here to do today is welcome you guys aboard. We're so excited to be part of Navy Week, and it's great to have the Navy rolling into town. We've got a regular presence here with our Navy veterans and our Navy service members in MacDill, but it's really nice to see an intense scrutiny of the service that really gets out there on the front lines and keeps us safe. So thanks to all you guys for coming into town for this, and those of you who are serving in town. This ship you're on board today served proudly in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. I like to tell folks it still serves today. We train firefighters, police officers, active duty reserve military. It's a great piece of history. If you haven't been out here before, please take some time to explore while you're out here today. And if you don't think I'm all in on this Navy stuff, I'm a Naval Academy grad, and I've got an ensign out there and a midshipman out there right now too, so we're excited for all that's going down today. We got a great opportunity here today to bring together our great local leadership with this great global leadership from the Navy, and I just am so proud to be a part of this, and we're really excited. The last piece of business I got is coming up this next December. Let's get this thing back on track. Go Navy, beat Army. All right? Thanks very much, everybody, for coming aboard.
Thank you, sir, and we are glad to be here. We're going to move right along and make this a very quick ceremony because I know you guys are all sweating out there. So with that, I'd like to introduce the Hillsbury County Commissioner. Commissioner Merman.
Well, thank you so much. And where else could you be, or where else would you want to be today, looking out over this beautiful water, celebrating Navy Week? I mean, this is why Tampa is such a special place for everybody to come live and work and play. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, awesome community, and very welcoming to our guests, of course, today. I do want to welcome the U.S. Navy and the Admiral here today. We're just so proud of the fact that you serve, how proudly the Navy serves our country everywhere throughout the world. Their families, we welcome you here in Tampa and everything that we have to offer, especially a lightning game, which we hope, if you're here long enough, I heard the first game will be here on Friday. So Friday and Sunday. So we're looking forward to the next round. As a home to MacDill Air Force Base for 70 years, and we have a very strong U.S. Coast Guard presence here. Tampa has deep and strong military groups that have really shaped the course of this city. We were selected as one of 15 cities nationwide to celebrate Navy Week this year. We've had a couple of special events, from school to hospital visits to events open to the public. Activities as visits such as sailors at children's hospitals, high-level executive engagement by Navy admirals, STEM demonstrations by Navy divers, explosive ordnance disposal technicians, historical presentations by sailors from the USS Constitution, and multiple Navy band performances. We love the band. Great job, guys. The goal of Navy Week is to bring the Navy closer to the people it serves. So we're just so proud to have you here, and proud to present this proclamation. If the Admiral would like to come forward, I'll present this to you. It says, whereas the United States Navy protects and defends the nation on the world's oceans and fulfills its maritime strategy by providing sea security and deterrence, humanitarian assistance, disaster response, whereas since 2005, the U.S. Navy has conducted 215 Navy Weeks in 75 cities across the nation through its Navy Week program, showcasing its multifaceted abilities and skilled sailors. Whereas during Navy Week, nearly 100 outreach events are coordinated with government, veterans, and service organizations. And whereas sailors honor Navy Week by volunteering for nonprofit organizations and charities such as the YMCA, American Red Cross, in addition to visiting the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs hospitals and meeting with patients and other veterans. Whereas Florida is the center of naval aviation, Tampa is home to U.S. Special Operations Command, which leads the nation's premier special warfare community. Whereas from May 7th through May 13, 2018, Tampa Bay Navy Week occurs in conjunction with the Tampa Bay Airfest and is designed to give residents an opportunity to learn about the Navy, its people, and its importance to national security and prosperity. Whereas Tampa Bay Navy Week includes Navy band musical performances, diver demonstrations, the Blue Angels, and sailors assigned to USS Hahan and the USS Constitution. So now therefore be it proclaimed, the Board of County Commissioners of Hillsborough County, Florida does hereby declare May 7th through May 13th, 2018 as Tampa Bay Navy Week in Hillsborough County and encourages residents and visitors to meet the brave men and women of the Navy, learn about its mission and wide-ranging capabilities, and continues to serve and protect the citizens of the United States. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Now I'd like to welcome Mayor Buckhorn.
Good morning. It is a little known fact, only because I don't talk about it, but that the reason I am the mayor today is because of the United States Navy. Now folks are going to say, what are you talking about? Well, in 1981, and the Admiral and I were talking, I was selected for Aviation Officer Candidate School because I didn't want to be a politician, I wanted to fly jets. And I went down to Pensacola Naval Air Station, was starting Aviation Officer Candidate School. And for those of you that have been through that, you will understand what I say when I tell you I got the nammy whammy. After about a week down there, they diagnosed me as having a degeneration of one of my corneas and discharged me. And so I took my DD-214, I took my $300 in discharge pay, I took my 1966 Dodge Dart with no air conditioning, I took my one suit because I had nowhere else to go. And I drove to Tampa, Florida, where I had a fraternity brother from college who was living here. And I slept on his floor. He moved 6 months later. I didn't know anybody. I didn't come from anything. And here I am 30 years later as the mayor of this amazing city. So thank you to the Navy. Oh, and by the way, it turned out to be a misdiagnosis. So if I ever get to the point where I have control of the budgets and I give it to the Air Force Admiral, you'll know why. I wouldn't do that. But that's how I got here, and that's why I'm here. This is a military town. We know, because they're our neighbors, the men and women that serve our country. Obviously, we are home to MacDill Air Force Base. But on MacDill Air Force Base is also 20 plus other commands. We're home to Central Command and Special Operations Command. We know what you do because we see you in the grocery stores. You live in our communities. We share with you in the joy, and we comfort you in those times of sorrow. You are us. You are our friends, our neighbors, our moms, our dads, our brothers, and our sisters. We don't ever forget the sacrifice of those who serve, nor do we forget the sacrifice of the families who serve alongside them. You honor us by your presence here. And the opportunity to celebrate Navy Week with you in all of the activities that will go on this week, to showcase the amazing firepower and the amazing professionalism of the men and women that serve in the United States Navy, to watch the Blue Angels light the sky up, is our privilege. Thank you for what you do. We are forever in debt to you. We will never forget your service. We honor you every day as you represent us around the world in places that we don't even know of. Thank you to the United States Navy. Thank you for being a part of this amazing place that we call Tampa. And like Commissioner Merman, by the power invested in me as a washed-up naval aviator, now therefore I, Bob Buckhorn, by virtue of the authority vested in me, do hereby proclaim the period of May 7th through the 13th as Tampa Navy Week. Men and women, congratulations. This is your week. Thank you, Admiral.
Thank you, Mayor. And now if we could please welcome Mayor Kretikos.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for including me in this program. You know, I'm from Clearwater. You don't have a beach here in Tampa, so we will share our beach for those of y'all who are celebrating Navy Week to come to Florida, the United States' best beach. But you know, when you're on this ship, you don't think about beaches, even though the water is part of a beach. What you think of is the men and women who have sacrificed their lives and their families to protect our freedoms. And you look at this ship, and a lot has changed in the 50 or 60 years that this ship has been around. But one thing hasn't changed, and that is the love that this Tampa Bay area has for the men and women who have served in our armed forces. So on behalf of all of us from Tampa Bay, thank you all for being here. God bless the United States. God bless the United States Navy.
Thank you, sir. And now please welcome Mayor Gerardo.
Good morning. For more than 240 years, the U.S. Navy has protected and defended America, patrolling the world's oceans. Thank you for protecting our liberties, our freedom, our way of life. We, as citizens of the greatest nation on earth, are appreciative that on every watch you have lived out the values of honor, courage, and commitment. The city of Temple Terrace is blessed to be home to many retired and active duty military. We are the bedroom community for the James A. Haley Veterans Hospital, where many of those caring for our wounded warriors call the terrace their home at the end of a day's service. We recognize our community is richer and more attractive place to work, live, and play due to the military that call Temple Terrace their home. Thank you for your commitment to our nation. May God continue to bless and keep you safe. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Mayor. And now please welcome Admiral Gary Mays. He's the commander of Region Northwest, and he'll be the flag officer for Tampa Bay Navy Week. Thank you.
Well, good morning. All right, we're going to try that again. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All right, much better. I'd like to welcome everyone to the kickoff of Tampa Bay Navy Week. Before we begin, I would like to give a special thanks to the American Victory Ship team who helped coordinate today's events. The ship looks great, Bill. Thank you. I also want to thank Commissioner Merman, Mayor Buckhorn, Mayor Kretikos, and Mayor Gerardo. She gave me the thumbs up. For being here. Additionally, I want to thank the Navy Operational Support Center, Tampa, for attending this kickoff. It's truly an honor. Yes, a round of applause. It is truly an honor to have you all here today. Our Navy Week team has assembled here in Tampa come from all over the country, from as far as Washington State, that's me, from Boston, Washington, D.C., Norfolk, Jacksonville, Stennis Space Center, and some which are natives of Tampa Bay who have come here to help make this week a success and to increase awareness of the Navy the nation needs. We also have sailors who are stationed locally here that are participating. Navy Week is an opportunity for the community to see their Navy up close and personal. This week, our sailors will take part in nearly 100 events throughout the Tampa Bay area, including appearances and meetings at schools, Boys and Girls Clubs, the VA Medical Center, University of South Florida, corporate and government partners, Children's Hospital, ball games, the aquarium, the Children's Museum, and of course the air show featuring the Blue Angels. It will also be a chance to give back to the community as they work with Habitat for Humanity and volunteer at local food banks. The Navy conducts approximately 15 Navy Weeks a year, and there have been more than 175 of these Navy Weeks in the past 12 years. It is a tremendous investment of equipment, manpower, and resources, but it is important in order for us to be able to show you what your Navy does around the globe, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We want you to get to know what America's finest young men and women are doing to protect democracy around the world, our country, and even Tampa Bay. I encourage you to attend a Navy Week event this week and see what these awesome sailors do. They will be more than happy to talk to you and tell you all about what they do every day. You can find a calendar of events on outreach.navy.mil. Before I go, I would like to also ask if we have any Vietnam veterans here today. Please raise your hands. All right, we have a couple. How about the Department of Defense recently observed the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War and expressed its extreme gratitude to all those serving from November 1955 to May 1975. I want to personally thank you for your service and what you have done for your country. We have a small token of appreciation to present on behalf of the Department of Defense to recognize, thank, and honor all that have served during the Vietnam War. Thank you. So thank you, Tampa Bay, again for having us, and I hope you get to experience the Navy and meet the great sailors throughout the area this week. Thank you all.
So that will conclude the ceremony, but I do want to list off some of the public events so we all, that way everybody can catch a chance to see their Navy up close and personal. I'm gonna have to read this way. So of course we have the kickoff ceremony this morning, and tomorrow, Tuesday, we will be down at the Florida Aquarium. Wednesday we'll have a free concert at the Armature Works. We'll also be out at the Rays game for Navy Night there. Thursday we've got a free concert at the Armature Works. Friday we have a concert at the Robinson High School. That'll be the only concert that they're playing at the high school that's open to the public. Saturday will be at Glazer's Museum. Also, of course, there's the Tampa Airfest featuring the Blue Angels and the Leapfrogs. We'll also be at the Tampa Tarpons ball game on Saturday night. And then we'll be at the Julian B. Lane grand opening. We'll have the Leapfrogs jumping in there. And then the band will be playing. And also the band will be opening up for the Florida Concert Orchestra. So I encourage you to please go out, find a sailor, talk to them, shake their hand, ask them what they do. I want to thank all the sailors here for attending, all the veterans for attending, and also the schedule, as Admiral said, is on outreach.navy.mil. If you can't find it, please let me know, and I'll help you out. At this time, we'll conclude this ceremony and open it up for any interviews. Thank you very much.